Right, so we are back in Nuka World. So yeah, in the last episode we took over the last section, which was the bottling plant. This place is infested, well, was infested with a bunch of Nuka lurks, but we took him out, we took out the assault rounds, we killed the queen, we did everything. And there was actually a way to open up this door right here. There's a terminal somewhere upstairs in the outside area. You need to find a password for that terminal, and then it's just simply opening up this door via the terminal, and then you can get this power armor right here, which is some sweet Nuka-Cola T51B power armor. It's actually T51F. I just played Fallout 3 a lot, so I say T51B. But we enter this suit right here. So, you know, we're gonna be a tad bit more well-armored, well-protected. We're already well-armed with this AK. It's all we literally need ever. We just gotta make sure that we got enough ammo for this, but now we're suited up as well. So as I said, we took over the entire park, so now we gotta go speak to Gage, and I guess he's gonna tell us what to do next. And I guess we're gonna try and wrap up this main storyline. I don't know how much we still have to do. It might still be a lot. Maybe there's gonna be some conflict, but without further ado, we're gonna go talk to him.
Your child will be the sheriff star after today's Wild West stunt show performance.
What's up, Bob?
Yeehaw.
Look alive, Gage.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka World is ours. All of it.
Show some respect. Well, you know, I did as I promised. I'm still very much disappointed in the rest of the Raider gang, so we're totally not helping out, but
I made a promise to all of you,
it was a piece of
and I
cake.
followed through. There's nothing more to it than that.
You make it sound like it's no big deal. You've just got to understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
That sounds like a good plan. A plan that perfectly ruins Preston's dreams.
Aiming pretty high, aren't you, Gage? Why stop there? Why not take over the moon while we're at it?
Nah, the little green men can keep that one. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Yeah. Most settlements I've been to are pretty shitty.
Oh, nuts. I was just starting to get cozy in my little castle.
Now you're starting to sound like Coulter. You remember? The idiot whose body we recently dumped into the river? He was always content to just barely scrape by. Look where that got him. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
Well, you know, actually, like, going back to that castle thing, my castle is actually pretty cozy. I mean, there's a bunch of bodies in there now, though. Still a bunch of Minutemen propaganda. I gotta work on that. Really gotta clean that place up, but it's still a pretty cozy castle. It has a nice bar in it. But, more sarcasm. Let's go with that.
What's he gonna do? Show me how to milk a Brahmin?
Maybe, if you ask him nicely. Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you need my advice and you want me to keep tagging along, you've got it.
Well, so far you've been okay as a companion. Nah, man, look at those true storms right here. This is a really freaking cool mod. I love this mod so much. It really just makes you feel like you're in a thunderstorm. I mean, I've never been so happy seeing it rain. It reminds me of home. You know? living in Europe, you can almost appreciate the rain. Almost.
On top of the food chain, where we belong.
Somebody should really clean this body up. I mean, you're brewing right there. How can you miss this right here? He's probably stinking at this point. I mean, it took so goddamn long to take over this park. It's probably been a few fucking days. And how do you guys look like this? Jesus.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. The gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms.
Well, they
Haven't
goddamn
seen
better
people
be.
this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you and Nuka World's favorite Cyclops are standing here, well, I suppose he expects you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
I haven't decided yet. See, as far as I know, you are required to actually take over a settlement in the Commonwealth in order to finish up this questline with the raiders. I don't know whether or not there's any alternate ways of going about it. But Preston is not very happy.
Overboss? Something wrong?
Let me just think for a second. Jesus Christ, there's 4 whole options every time. There's a lot to think about. But yeah, Preston is never too happy with you taking over a settlement for raiders. So it ruins your friendship with Preston, which I can definitely live with. So yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I think it's a very good idea.
Sounded like a good idea.
Because it is. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Alright, so I'm gonna start that later and create a save here, as well as talk to the leaders of the raider parties to see what they gotta say about me, giving them a little piece of this park.
Let's discuss this later.
Up to you, boss. I'm not going anywhere.
You know, let's not be too hasty with decisions here. Also, somebody, for the love of fucking God, clean up that body. Jesus Christ, I have to do everything around here. Just drag him outside the park. I mean, he's a heavy one.
Mags and William are strict as far as bosses go. But if you could do the job, they'll take care of you.
Alright, you have fun with this.
The zoo's bigger than ever. You got some kind of death wish? Oh, it's you.
You goddamn better. Respect my authority, okay? Even without a head. Nope, I did not mean to do that. Sorry. Just casually get back in my power armor. I'm a lot less menacing without my power armor. But for those who are wondering, that is the life dismemberment mod. That is sort of just like a side effect. What the mod does is that whenever you cripple a limb, the limb actually explodes or gets cut off, whichever one you prefer. So that also happens to heads, because you do cripple those as well. So that is why you sometimes see headless bodies still finding me. So I might get rid of that mod, I don't know. I always found it to be pretty amusing actually, so I overall like it.
Life's too short for bullshit. Got a party
What's up?
like I could use you if, you know, you ain't too busy.
Yeah, I'm not interested right now, sorry.
Do I look like I want to run your errands?
Fine.
Exactly.
I got plenty of wolves that want to earn their meat.
Well, aren't you happy that I gave like more than half of the park to you, you fucking ungrateful son of a bitch?
What's happening?
Hey there. You bored? Looking for something to do?
I'm on it. Don't worry.
All right.
Well, I don't know, I guess the leaders don't talk to you about giving them a piece of the park. I kind of expected
That lets
they
it all
would.
hang out.
So, yeah, I guess we're gonna continue the main quest then. I'm a bit disappointed in that.
So you ready to get this show on the road, boss?
Right, what are you going to do?
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
What are you getting?
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to. And the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
What exactly are your responsibilities?
So, what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there, so I'll provide you with guidance on the places we can hit and the places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
Well, you know, I'm pretty sure I don't really need too much intel. Every place in the Commonwealth, now, it's not really actively really secured that many settlements, mainly because Preston has been just nagging at me every time, which is why I don't do it, but they're all pretty much ripe for the taking, except the castle. That is like semi-fortified, but
Just gonna leave me in the lurch here, boss?
I got a very sharp bayonet. Anyways, which gang are you with?
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the Overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth. And, despite Coulter's change of heart, I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
I don't know why they're all jumping at the Commonwealth. It's pretty much just a shithole, just like this park actually. This park has even more though, so, I mean, we can go there, but you're gonna be disappointed.
That was all I had.
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
Let's get started.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from. An outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave. Or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land? Or you want to wipe them out?
You know, I'm very charismatic. I'm gonna go to Sanctuary and tell Preston very politely, with a pistol in my back pocket, to just leave. So, I'm just gonna talk to them.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
We're gonna go with the back. That guy just has a magnificent mustache, so there really is no choice here.
The pack.
Sure. I'll get a stake on a string or something. That just leaves the target. Now, for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again, make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm sure.
I'm ready.
Good. So, where do you want to hit?
Man, is there no option for Sanctuary? I really just want to attack Sanctuary. Because primarily Preston is held up in there, and I have to place down all these turrets to make it safer, so I just want to attack Sanctuary, but man, that is disappointing right there. Let's go with Abernathy Farm. I know that place. Let's go there. Maybe my TV is still there.
Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Well, wasn't that the whole point?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you like having that spot under your thumb. So, that the target?
I'm sure.
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. So, to get these folks to scram, you got two main options. Buy them out, or scare them off. Either way, the more afraid they are, the simpler or cheaper getting them gone will be. Lizzie Wyeth over with the operators should have some toys that'll make running them off easier. And it's worth keeping in mind, the more populated or fortified a place is, the more prep you're gonna want to do before trying to run them off. But ultimately, it's up to you, boss. Good luck.
Hey, boss, can we talk now? That whole thing with Coulter, I know we talked about it some, but it could be a sore spot between us, yeah? I mean, here I went and turned on the Overboss. Who's to say I wouldn't do it again?
I'm hoping you're smart enough not to screw with me.
No, see, that's what I'm trying to say. Look, Coulter was a piece of shit. I've been real clear about that with you. But that was all on me. I'm the one who talked him into being Overboss in the first place.
If you're gonna tell me you shoved a hand up his ass and turned him into a human puppet, I don't want to hear it.
Shit, man. Vivid imagination you got there. Right then, I thought Coulter was what this operation needed. Big, strong, didn't take shit from nobody. The gangs would fear and respect him, and he'd listen to me. I'd use all my years of experience to help him run things. But he was stubborn, let shit go to his head. Ain't the first time I've seen it, honestly, but it was one of the worst.
Put a big, dumb idiot in charge. What could possibly go wrong?
I gave him too much credit. I could admit that. One thing I've learned over the years, being the guy in charge also means you're the guy with the biggest target on your back. Whether it's another gang looking to take whatever you've scraped together or some punk thinking he knows better than the boss, there is always someone gunning for you. I don't want that target on me, but if I can be the guy just behind the guy in charge, well, that suits me just fine. If I got his ear, I can steer things in a direction that benefits me, and usually everyone else.
Yeah, that does sound pretty
Sounds
practical.
very practical of you.
It's meant a longer life so far, if nothing else, but look, you ain't like Coulter. That's what I'm getting at. You ain't like the other raiders I've run with. So far, you make a pretty damn good Overboss, and it's been fun running with you. I'm just saying, I'm starting to be glad we teamed up is all. All right, fuck it. You know what I'm getting at. Let's get going.
He's trying to tell me he likes me.
If things go poorly...
Shut up.
Well...
It's so heartwarming. I honestly have no idea what the slag is, but we could take a raider party out and just storm the place and shoot everyone. But since I got a connection to Abernethy Farm, I'm just gonna talk to my settlers there. And there's a little family there, I think, because I was trying to watch TV and they were talking to each other, and the daughter was wanting to join up with the Minutemen because she wanted to help people. It was almost really heartwarming, so that's why I just wanna ruin their dreams. Then ruin Preston's dream alongside with that. That sounds like a good goal. So we're gonna go to the Commonwealth and make Preston very unhappy.
We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express.
Wait, how are you here before me? Are you a time traveler? Is there something you're not telling me, Gage? Jesus. And thus we arrive at the Broman Pen. Very magnificent creatures they are. But anyway, what's up? We gotta take over this settlement. I'm very sorry.
Can I help you?
I mean, it's kind of a shithole anyway. It's got some tomatoes though. Or potatoes even. But yeah, I think you should leave.
I'm here for your land. You should leave while you can still walk.
Whoa, whoa. Take it easy, all right? Look, I can't just abandon this place. It's home.
Yeah, I'm not paying anything.
You stay here another minute, Trust me. You're gonna regret it.
Christ, no need to do anything rash, all right? Land's yours.
Well, that was surprisingly simple.
Miss Abernathy.
I'm going. I'm going. Jerk.
Have a safe journey. Alright, they are going south to a hidden bunker. Oh, so that was their backup plan all along.
Excuse me.
Land's yours, okay?
I mean, no reason to be upset over it. It's just the tiniest farm in a fucking shitty shack. I'm sure you can rebuild this in a day. Right, we gotta go build one of these raider flags. The hardest part is probably gonna be figuring out where the hell this flag is stored and whether or not any of my mods are conflicting with it. But once we figure that out, it should be a cakewalk. Well, I just found out my pet flamingo is unassigned, but yeah, I have to disable a bunch of building mods because it wouldn't show the menu here, as tends to be the case with DLC in the building menu. I don't know, it's a rat mess, but we got the flags right here. So let me see, why can I not place this down? I mean, it says I got enough materials. Oh yeah, right, I said I had to assign this place at the back, right? That's it. So we do this, and we get a beautiful pack flag with a bunch of holes in it. You can't even see what the flag is about. It's not blowing in the wind either, but it's a very effective flag. So we took over Abernathy Farm, we got the Broman, we got the Taters, and we got the shitty shack in the, what do you call these things actually? I don't even know, but we took this place over. We got that family out of here. That daughter might consider joining the Minutemen now, which I would not advise her, because, I don't know, Preston just sent you out to do things every freaking time. He doesn't do anything, ever. I've never seen him leave Sanctuary. Except that one time where I had to take out the Mirror Queen in the castle. That is the one time I've seen him leave Sanctuary. But that was it. Anyways, I digress. What do we got to do? Check in with your crew.
If you're wearing a collar, it's because you asked for it. Ain't no one's a
Would you look at that? They just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah. This place ain't too bad, but gotta get supplies coming in. Head back and tell them we're good to go here.
Why don't you do it your goddamn self? You're just sitting here sipping nothing. Literally nothing. There's nothing in your cup. Why do I have to do the courier work? That was New Vegas, not this game. Jesus fucking Christ. Right, well, we gotta go talk to Shank again. I'm just a fucking messenger boy today.
Well, well. Rumor going around is that some big bad raider boss strolled into the Commonwealth and talked a group of settlers right off their land. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Yeah, let's take a group with us this time. Try the more forceful, persuasive option. With kneecaps. So, yeah, let's go use some force.
Kneecaps? Meet bullets.
Sounds good. I'll make sure everyone knows this is a maiming job. So, which gang you want to back you up?
Yeah, let's go with the pack.
The pack.
Works for me. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. Place called 10 Pines Bluff might be a good choice within striking range, though I'd have to check my notes. So, where do you want to hit?
Yeah, this is it. Sanctuary Hills. Yeah, we are doing it. That is where Preston resides. That is where the entire Preston crew resides. I don't like any of those guys, actually. That Asian lady always complains to me. You got that one guy who's just a complete wimp. Then you got Sturgis, who just gives me the creeps. I don't like any of the people there. And I had to build a bike farm there once. Jesus, it literally took forever. We are hitting
that one
Sanctuary.
ain't gonna work, boss. I'm pretty sure a companion of yours resides there. I don't think they'd appreciate you hitting it. You want to give me another target? Or did you maybe want to change up the job?
Wait, okay, are you telling me I cannot hit the settlement because Preston is there? Actually, I sent a bunch of other companions to that place as well. I tell you what, I'm gonna
chime in at any time.
I'm thinking here, Jesus. I think I'm gonna clear that place out of companions and see whether or not I can hit the target. I really just want to hit Sanctuary Hills. That is the staple of Preston's dreams right there. Right, so I talked to every single companion I could find in Sanctuary and told them to go to the castle instead. So now we should be ready to assault Sanctuary and ruin Preston's dreams.
Back again. Was worried we might have scared you off. But who can keep away from a place like this? You decide how you want to convince these...
Think we'll cripple them into submission.
No. So,
The pack.
works for me. Now, place called 10 Pine. So,
Right, Sanctuary Hills.
Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
Absolutely.
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. Now, forcing a place to turn over provisions ain't complicated. Beat the locals so bad they don't want to fight anymore. Put any backup they might have called in the dirt. I'll send a couple gangers to meet you there. Make sure they know not to kill the settlers. Now, you're not going to be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Wouldn't be surprised if some Minutemen showed up to lend a hand. Wish I could see their faces when they see who they're going up against. And it'd be worth checking with some of the bosses. May have some tools you can put to use. The crew that's meeting you there is only gonna have standard gear though. If you've got some weaponry you don't have a strong attachment to, might be worth taking it with you to arm them up. Expect we'll have a new meal ticket in no time.
You know what, I think your intel might just be a tad bit off. Sanctuary really is not that well defended. I mean, there's this one place I know of where there's some turrets, mainly because I placed them there because I had to, but that is about it. Place is a shithole.
Cripple the settlers. Ice anyone else.
It's gonna be a cake to take. I mean, I know it inside out. I live there.
Even cubs and pups are showing their colors these days.
Don't think all this meat has domesticated us.
How do you move your head around with that thing? It seems extremely impractical. You know what, I don't even care. Let's just assault Sanctuary. I don't need any backup. I could do this solo. I mean, I've taken over this entire park solo. Sanctuary is gonna be a fucking cakewalk compared to that. That is just the perfect weather for an unexpected assault. Nuclear rain. The best type of rain. But we're gonna go this way. I can see you're all very well camouflaged for the job.
Hey there.
Boss, as soon as you say go, we'll go black and blue some settlers.
Understand the
You're
job?
sure you understand the job?
Mm-hmm. Hurt them, don't kill them. I got it.
Well, that's simple enough.
Let's do this.
All right.
Alright, so I need to cripple the settlers. So we're gonna use this Glock. I'm not sure what they mean by crippling though. Just shoot them in their kneecaps, is that it? Oh my god, don't watch, Ringo. There's some additional clothing for you in this one though. Alright, so what do we do? Discovered Sanctuary. Pretty sure I already discovered this ages ago. My god, my turrets have turned against me. Freaking knew it, you can never trust robots. Even the ones you place down yourself. Just can't trust them. Alright, well that's taken care of. Now what do we do? Cripple the settlers. So do I shoot Mama Murphy in the kneecap? That's Preston right there. You had this coming, Preston. You should not have told me to go fucking secure all those goddamn settlements. You should have not been a lazy piece of shit. You're not holding any goddamn line. You know what? I'm your general. You should just run away.
That's what you get for pissing off the Overboss. Nice
Okay.
try.
Nope, Mama
asshole.
Murphy is
But I'm still
down.
standing.
Right. So, what's up, Preston? Preston? Right, it appears Preston is not really in a talking mood right now. No, we gotta go back to Shank, so, yeah, I call that a job well done. This is a good day right here. This is definitely a good day. This is what I came here for, pretty much. But it appears my raiders are in an endless war with the settlers. I guess we'll return to Preston when he's more in a talking mood.
Think there's someone that needs a spanking.